Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Today we are going to see the overview and basic configuration of AVEVA Plant SCADA 2023. AVEVA Plant SCADA, formerly called as Citect SCADA or Vijeo Citect or SCADA Expert, which is the leading flexible high-performance SCADA system widely used in industrial and utility purpose. Plant SCADA is currently acquired by Schneider Electric, but AVEVA is developing and leading all the software parts of the Schneider Electric. What is new in Plant SCADA? Plant SCADA added additional features such as OPC UAE server, UI and UX enhancement, alarm performance, and added additional security feature and lot of other features they added in the Plant SCADA. Let's open the Plant SCADA. Double click the Plant SCADA system version 2023. And this one is completely new from the old Citect or Citect SCADA system or Vijeo Citect SCADA. And if you go here, you have menu, projects, topology, and also you have system models, visualization, security, standards, setups, compile and run, deployment, graphics filters, codes, and also if you see downside, you have options, licensing, etc. This is the overview menu. Actually, they developed everything with the one platform here. Like before, it's having splitted one, but now they added everything here. And if you see in the menu, you can find everything. And also you can see in the downside projects. See, if you click the project, you have add. If you see here, you have new project, add project link, etc. If you for second one, remove, you can find all the options for removing the projects which one you selected, and also you can go for copy, backups, and setup editors. Setup editors, you have two things. What you have in the plan earlier, you have the same, but it is in different structure. If you go for properties, you can find the property of the project and migration tools, open in Explorer, and project analysis. Okay, this is for the overview of the project. Okay, and you can see all the projects in here, everything. And if you go for include in the upside, you can find what are the in the projects what you included for the basic setups. Example, included projects. And if you go for second one, topology, this is very important in any of the application because you have cluster in Citect or Plant SCADA. You need to define initially the cluster. Whenever you are selecting a new project, it will create automatically. Okay, and then you have here, if you see here, you have two structure like two clusters. One is primary, one is secondary. And if you see in primary, you have IO server, alarm server, trend server, and report servers. All you can see in the right side the system properties of each one. Okay, so once you click, you can the particular tag or any server items or anything, you can see in the right side the properties of that particular item. If you need to modify, you can modify in the right side. Okay, now this for computer, and now we will go for by cluster and computer. If you see, almost you can find all the same things. See here, this is the cluster, and you can find the cluster detail, and the right side you can change you can modify that one also. This is for computers. And now once you configure the first one, like once you configure the project, it will automatically create the clusters by after define your IO servers. I will explain that one. And if you go for edit, you can change the name of the projects, example cluster name, and edit the names also. And if you go for next one, profiles, and it's not required to add now any profiles. And if you go for IO devices, now you can find what are the devices you connected in your system currently. See here, we connected lot of IO primary, secondary IO servers we connected, and the protocol types and also the part number, everything you can find there. If you go for components and mapping, you can find here the primary and secondary boards. And now we'll go for system model. Here you need to define the equipments, variables, alarms, trends, and accumulators. Equipments is you need, if you have big equipments, you can add all in one list. It's not required. It's not very compulsory, but in variable you need to add all the tags, and in alarms also you need to add all your alarms. See, you can find all your alarms in the alarm table. And if you go for uh, like alarm, we already completed. Trends, you need to be at trends, SPCs, etc. And we will go for visualization now. In this visualization you have main menu, main configuration. Here it will be automatically created, or once you created for the variables, alarms, everything you can find here. This is like a default. You don't need to modify until you don't know what is exactly this one, because you have here levels, because each level, this is for menu configuration. So each one have the levels also. And also you can see the main command, target page, and also the commands, symbols, etc. So this one you don't need to change until you don't know what exactly you need to modify these things. So I will explain this everything step by step, but before I am going just overview to know that what exactly in the plant SCADA. In the main menu configuration, we can check all the row pages, alarm pages, levels of that particular configuration of the menus, and also there is some levels. Example, level 1 to up to level 6. You can configure your pages based on that. If you don't know exactly, you don't do any modification here, because this will take default. And you can go to the pages now. Just enter the pages and it will open, it will retrieve all the pages which you already created in your project. See, you have many pop-ups and also the main screens, everything. And if you enter for the libraries, you can find which one you used in your project library. You can import the files and you can keep here and use for projects. And if you go for content type and keyboard commands, it's not required to add now for the reports. And if you go for security, you can add here the basic security roles and example, the role and the Windows privileges, everything in the securities. And here you have roles and users. Okay. And if you go for standards, here you can have labels, style, group, and fonts. If you go for label, it's not added, and styles also, because you are taking from included projects, no? So it's not required to add here. If you have, you can add there. And if you go for setups, here you have alarms, parameters, screen profiles, devices, etc. If you go for here parameters, you can see here you all its default. You don't need to modify anything until you don't know what is that. And if you see here in the setups, like devices, events, and events you can add like when it should be make the reports, everything in the event page. This one we can see in the detailed. And now we will go for this one is called compile. This compile, you need to, once you make your program, you have to compile and run that one. You see the run the application, active application. And there is called deployment, launch the site code, and graphics also. This, if you click the graphics builder, it will open the graphics builder page, and here you can see you can create all your graphics what you need in the project. Okay, all the graphics should be done in the graphics builder. And you can see now this is opened one, and you can see what you are open the left side pages, and in the center one you can see the projects, and the right side preview you can see what exactly in the preview. And you can go for same for templates. In the templates also you can see the same things, and symbols also. Symbols you can use, what are the symbols you used, you can see there. And Jenny and Super Jenny, this is very important, because this Jenny and Super Jenny, if you created one pumps and you can use in multiple times, no? So here that you can use that Jenny and Super Jenny. I will explain detailedly later on. Now this is the overview of graphics. If you see here, you have new open. If you open that one I showed before, this one open. And if you go for next one called find, if you click find, here you can find all the lists also. because sometimes in open you cannot find, you can find here. See all the graphics with including the pop-ups, everything, because sometimes you cannot find some Genie and Super Genie one, so you can include everything here, so you can check here. And if you go for other functions like a default compile, this is like a normal for every applications. And if you go for edit, currently you did not open any page, so you cannot see the edit, and this is same similarly, like this just view purpose, and this is for objects also, because now once you opened any page you can see these all options enable. And if you go for tools, this is very important point here, because the pack active projects and this all, it can be used during the execution time, not execution like building time, development time. Okay, and Windows and help, this is like a normal one, how you are seeing. And if you see here about, you can see what is the version and everything. Now we will close for the graphics filter, and we will move to now for the Citec code editor, code editor. See here in the setups, you can find all the custom files also, but in the code editor you can make only the scripting part here. See, you can find here, see, you can import the file extension is .ci. You can import the file and you can watch the scripts here. Okay, because all the scripts what you made in this project you can find in the code editor. See here, and you can make what are the scripts it's required in the project. You can add everything in code. See, you have here lot of functions we added already, and most of them it is default also. In the Plant SCADA itself, there it will come some default also, and others we need to be add, and you can modify as per your example. If you make one page, you need to add in multiple for that same. At the time you need to make script, you can run the script through the code from here. So you can add the function here and you can call in the graphics page. It will automatically run from the code. So, and also you see here the server 1 and server 2 configuration also we added here. So based on that the system will run, and you can run the system through this codes. Okay, and even the SQL servers, and also the setup of the projects, and also for the tags you can make here. Example, you can make some common name and you can use the tag here, so it will automatically link to that particular tag directly. I will show you this all in the detailed class. And now we will see the overview, no? So we will just check what exactly we have. This is the overview of code. And if you go for, this is the overview of the complete system here. So now we will close this example. So I am going to make a new project. Okay, and in the new project I am going to enter some name, and here it will ask name, description, location of the path of your project, and also you can create the project based starter also. It will be like automatically default, and also you can give some project default style. Okay, so now we are going to enter one new project called test, and now I am selecting the location where it should be stored. And after you select, see, you can see here the default style also. If you need, you can change the style of that one, project style, and you just add. It will automatically create the new one. See, if you need to activate, see here there is option activate project is differ, so double click, it will activate your project. Once you activated the new project, see, this is test, it's added already, and you can see the revision dates, everything. And you can see here the includes, it automatically includes the style, no? I told you, yes, say include library and controls, or it will add automatically. And if you see the topology, see, you can see here the computer name, and it's created automatically. I told you before, it will create automatically. You don't need to do anything for the computer setups yet initially for the computers for clusters. And if you need to modify, you can modify also the names. And if you go for edit, you can change, modify the edit, and even here itself you can change the names. See here you can copy, paste, delete the rows, etc. And profiles, see earlier it will be empty. If you need to add some profile, you can just click. Before that, once you click, it will ask you to compile. This will compile automatically. See, it is compiled, and you did not find any error, and it's come automatically to the setup of your Vijeo Citect. So you have two options, express and customs. I am clicking now customs to show you, and this is the project name, and it is asking to add new profile. And you can add now for the new profile, the profile names and everything. See here. See, now I am going to enter that one, test one. And if you entered, it will ask you the server, configure the server or client. So once you configured, you can configure the screen names. See, I can keep now the plant SCADA because this is the default, and you can give the startup pages also if you have anything. Currently we did not create it, so I will give empty. See, it's asking to at least add some startup page here. So I am see it's empty, so I am adding some default one. And if you go here, it will ask you server and control client, and just select that one. It will ask you standalone or network. I am giving standalone, and you can select the trigger reports on startup, and also the trigger report a trend on startup. If you select all, see, it selected everything, and you can just go next, and you can enable the events on the computer if you need. It is a server, you can enable all the events in the same computer, or you can use separately also. And just add here next for the connection, and here it will ask you default. See, Citect configured, and also I will configure full screen on title bar, everything. And I just enable some keyboard functions also, and enter and finish this thing. See, once you added, you can see the profile name called test. This is the profile you are going to create. See, it's added everything. And if you see here, default, it is having the OFS OPC and also code. And you can see in the right side, you can find the property of that one IO server, and you can see, you can change here also the protocol types. Which one you need, you can change from the protocol type, because it's default, it will come lot of protocols, and also you can add additionally also. Okay, so, and also if you go for startup mode, also you can change to primary or standby also. And if you see priority, memory, and also if you go for still down, you have a lot of options here. Okay, and you can, if you need, see, now I am going to add one more for our, just for showing purpose. If you need, you can just click new device, and you can add the same how you added before. See, you can add either by clicking new device, or you can add by manual also. See, if I click, if I create here new IO server, and or you can use the existing IO server. Okay, once you click the new IO server, it will ask you IO device, and you can give, it will asking three things: external, persist memory, and data link. External, you know already, it's connected with the physical. If you need more doubt, you can check in the help. For this one, now I am going to select which physical PLC you need to connect: Modbus TCP, M580 or M340, and I am going to give the PLC address here. Once, and also you need to enter the port also, 502 default for Modbus. So once you enter the port, and it will come TCP or UDP, and you have, in everywhere you have that help type also, you can select that one. You can see if you have doubts. And IO configuration, the external tag database link also you can select if you need. and go for next and finish. If you finished, see it will be added automatically. IO3, and this is modnet because modnet is for Modbus. Port 1 and board 1. It is created automatically. Okay, this is if you have many devices, you can add. See, you can add by manual also or add new devices. So everything it is in the page of IO devices for all the IO devices. And if you go for components and mapping, you can find the board. See here you need to be understand that its board is very important here. When you are configuring the IO device, now it will connect through the board, and it should be by TCP/IP or serial like this. So you can be add the if you have one board, it is okay for all. See you have here right side board type. For example, one Modbus TCP you can add one. Example, not one Modbus, many Modbus also you can add one board and TCP/IP. Not required to add multiple. See here like this. So if you need to delete, you can delete the row also. See here. And you can save the application, and you can even copy paste, and also you can import and export the files also from here, each profiles also, like example the IO devices, components, everything you can import and export also. Now we'll go for system model. Here the equipment, once you go for the system model, the equipment this is like a not variable, this is complete equipment. Example, you have some, see I will click here equipment editor and update equipment, like that there is some option, and even you can import and export the equipments also here by CSV files. Now I am going to click this equipment editor. See, if you click, it will open the equipment editor, and here you have file, view and help. If you go for equipment, see, and the equipment type, you can find here, see right side you have many functions. See, if you see, they already created the AVEVA, they already created this all equipment. See, you can see for meter, for wall, and also for the all the equipments they already created for us. Okay, you can utilize directly that one. If you go for variables, and initially you don't have any variables, you can import and export your variables. I will show first one, I will add, and I will export the format, and I will import again with the multiple multiple tags. Okay, so just we will add now one. See, if you have equipment, you can it will come automatically, it will detect you the equipment. And you can in the variables you can see all the data here. See here you can import by through the CSV files the variable list, and you can see in the right side the property of the variables. And what I will do now, we will add some variables, and I will show you. See, I will show before that equipment editors also. See here you don't have, because you need to go for equipment types, and see here you have many functions. I will select any one of them for showing to you. See, you have here meter, you have manual command. See, everything that is already defined. Just if you select this one, add the field. See, add new field. See, the location you can find here: program data, AVEVA Citect SCADA system, and user under test. See, you can find here items, states, custom parameters, etc. Okay, and Jenny is like you have all the equipment parameters you can find here directly, the objects. So it can be used directly to your project for these equipments. No need to define by yourself to make a new commands, new set points, all the parameters. See, even you can create a new item also, and you can name, and you can put the IO devices. See, here I am going to create one just to show to you. See, you can add here cluster automatically, and you can select which one you need, meter. If you add something, it will appear there. And what are the things you are adding here, you can see in the left side, it will be added automatically. and the pages and the IO devices. The IO device, I will add IO dev, and also you can see, you can add other things also like securities you can make, and also scheduling, everything. See, like this, once you add, it will be add automatically here. See, when you go to variables, see, it will be, there is no variables. We already told we will add some variables, and we can check now. So equipment, it's not very compulsory to add the equipments, but variables, it's very important to us to add all your PLC tags. Huh? You are making memory mapping. This should be added in the variables. See, now I'm going to add one of them, like pump one run, and I will give the cluster name one, and IO device, I will give the default like what we have before created, and I will give the pump run is digital, so I'm giving digital. And the address, if you have the address, you can put the address upside, like, and engineering units, formats, everything. See, this is the address place. Just enter some address, example percentage MW or M 345. See, once you added, you can see all it's added, and I say I'm saving now because this is digital, so I will not give this full scale range, everything like this. See, this one, there is some syntax error once I compile, because this one for equipment, because we did not configure properly. I don't need now for equipment, so I'm going to delete this equipment now. Select all and give delete row. Once you deleted, save this application, again compile this application. See, you will not find error now. Okay, now what you done, you make one system, and you added the IO devices, and you added the variables also, and also you can import and export the file. Now I'm going to export this file, and once I export it, you can see this one in the desktop. Sorry, not here, here. See, I can see here. Where is this file? I think I given the name called variable. Maybe it's not stored in the desktop. I will check again. Once I give export all, this is going to the documents. See, it's stored in the documents, so I will make in the desktop itself, or I will go to documents. See, I will just click the PC and find the documents. See, you can find here variables, or double click that one. See, you can see the preview. See, this is the one you created now. In this CSV file, you can fill all the databases, like all the variables in this list. See, I am just dragging and copy paste this one, and after that you can import this file as a CSV. See, now I just put here pump trip, and I will change this one pump auto. Once you change the address also, memory address, memory mapping address. So I'll just put 345, 346, 347 like that. I will just save. See, you can add everything here, all the memory mapping, like variables here. Now I am saving this application. See, once it's saved, this file is available here, and I am going to import now. Not here. Click the editor. Yeah, import all. Select the file. See, it is asking you. Yes, import. See, it's all imported here. So you imported the file, and just now compile this application again. Now there is no error. This means you already what you are doing is correct. So if you need to create the alarms for these variables, you can create the alarm here. See here itself, if you go down for each one, You can find the historical, customs, scaling, everything for the each one, and also you can put the equipment name also. See, I'm just entering now one analog input, tank level, and I just add cluster one. This by map, and also you can give IO device and data type. You can give now integer or real. Okay, you can give what you need. Now I entered real, and you can give the address of the real percentage MW. I will give something called 500 MW 500. See, once you entered, you can find the engineering units. See, you can enter the engineering units also what you need: degree, flow, kg, kilowatts, liter, like milliseconds. What you need for level. Example, I am selecting meter, so enter the meter, and you can give the format also how you need. Double two, like I'm planning to give hash like a 2 decimal units. And also if you go for scaling, you can enter the range: raw 0 scale, raw full scale, 0 in engineering 0 scale, and engineering full scale. For just I will enter now raw full scale 100, and engineering like 10. I will enter the maximum range of the PLC like 32767. I entered the like a scale value for engineering is strength meter. So we completed to add like some digital inputs and analog, and until now we don't have any error. See, if you now you already added. If you go for that, similarly you can add your alarms also. See here you can select even the historical. This is for level, na? For a level analog, sure you have historical data, so you can select the historical on also. Then after that, if you need for alarms and trends, you can add here the alarms and trends also. The best practice, if you know how to use the CSV files, import and export your file directly. Add there everything, and you no need to make here everything in the right side properties. Add one by one. See here you can find the see in the trends it will come what you added in the tags. You can find here everything, even for the alarms also. See, I'm just giving trend events, alarm tank level, expression, and for trigger. Example, now you need to make a trigger. Now you can put some trigger also. If the pump is going above this one, you can get the some trends like this, something also. And also you can put the sample points, and also engineering point, everything. You can add again if you need. This all detail. And once you added, save this one. I am checking again to compile. See, there is some error because it is telling the tag expected. If you click the dbf, you can find here. See, you need to be add the tag name, and storage method not defined also. See, tag name tank underscore level, and also storage. I'm just saving, but still I did not save the storage method also. See, it is asking, do we want to save and cascade through the changes? Yes. Save and cascade. See, still there is one error. This is not an error. This is like I think warning. And no, this is error. And if you go the right side, you can see the storage method. So you need to give floating point or scaled value. I'm giving like a scale to value. And if this is not very compulsory to add this all like a period, time, and everything, because the main thing it is asking how you are going to store this one. So this one by scaled or by, there is two option, 2 bytes sample like that. And accumulator and SPC it's not required now, because this is like advanced for the trending and other purpose. And if you go for see menu configurator, I told you before, it will create automatically, so you don't need to change anything. A menu configurator pages also, see this is all default pages for this project. because you selected include, na? So it's come in the include.1 also. And if you go for libraries, you can add some libraries also. And also if you see keyboard commands, it will be default, it will create. If you, and also for securities, it will be default, it will create administrator and privileges 1 to 8. And you can add the users also. User for currently you don't need now. We will see this one also in the depth, because now you are going to make only the overview only, no? So now if you go for standards, you can add the labels, groups and fonts, everything. But in our case, it's not required now. Just now you already created the project, added the tags. Now you can see in the graphics how to make in the graphics. See, this is the Citect graphic overview page, and here I told you before. And here, if you see, you can create new, and you can find pages, templates, symbol, genie, and super genie. For the new one, you have to make from pages. Genie and super genie, I told you already. It can be used for grouping and used for pop-ups or any like pumps and like this. And now our case, see, and also if you see right side, you have many properties. Inside you have lot of functions. You can add lot of features here. And before that, you just create new pages, and it is asking you alarm, blank, faceplate, etc., like page contents, etc. And you can make the standard also. See here, you can make the sizing of that pages. And also see, some of them it's not there. So you can see here the see standards. You can find lot of pages for the standard also. You can utilize directly. It's already defined, predefined in the included projects, no? So you can add it directly from here. See, now you can see, just we added some pumps, some tanks, etc. This is just for sample. On the next part, we will see the overview of this. Like we can see the complete Citect graphics filter, how to add the graphics, how to modify and everything. And also if you are interested, comment me in the comment section, so I can include particular section for the Vijeo Citect, which one you need again, or you need to be add more. We need to focus on more topics. And also you can see, this is the one sample application which we made before. You can see how to add these functions. If you are interested more, please comment me. I will check and I will add for you. Okay, thank you for watching this video. If you like this video, press the like button and share to your friends. And also don't forget to subscribe this channel. Thank you.